from Faker. Does put a Sand Soldier underneath the turret, which Sand Soldiers don't like very much. But BDD should be fine, as High Note gets a few extra points in it. And Faker just picking up a turret shot because he felt like it. It's one of those things. As Carrier's just going to dive on forward. BDD is dead! And they're starting this one very early. Chronicler?
All obey. Take a second turret shot just to show that you can. And check it. So here we go.
All right, there's a Hextech Ultimatum. Owner, Assault and Battery. And this is what we were talking about. That's a dead Gnar, and there's no reason to flash. You can't get out of that.
No, yeah, can't really do anything about that.
You could have taken the play-by-play on that one, to be honest, because that was just the most. Yeah, you were play-by-play in Dutch, right? Or you were play-by-play in English?
Both, but my play-by-play in English was not great. As Zeus,
he's going Cyclone a second time. Zeus in a little bit of trouble here. Dread, Nimbus Strike will need one more auto attack. As yep, there it is, the extended range with the devastating blow. And, yep, and you're always going to be Camille as the game goes on as well. She's going to just hold on to her value and only extend it. As we're going to have a look at this cookie cutter play towards the top side. 2 R buttons come through and 1 dead Gnar comes out. And this was Zeus just greeting a little bit for a potential plate, and Dread doing a really good job of making sure he locks this one down.
Yeah, Zeus tries to get cute with, you know, walking in and out of vision, but already had his spell shields used to beat it. That also doesn't have his ultimate available.
Carrier is going to rotate over. On the Hunt does come through. Ghost uses his last bullet of the Gravitum, but I don't think it's going to be enough to save him. He's looking to try and run this one out. He flashes eventually. Gumuyushi going to be able to pick up the kill, but at what cost is the question. He does go down. Dread picks up yet another one as Snowflower. Can you help get an extra kill? And the answer is no. It's 1 for 1 there towards the bottom side of the map. Snowflower gets a headbutt pulse, but only lands it onto Carrier. No follow-up damage there at all. Snowflower does have the ulti. That's a 3-man knockup with the Cyclone as Gumuyushi. It's a decent spell shield, but it ain't enough. The bottom lane already taken down by the Monkey. Ona now flashing away from this one. Zeus is inside the pit. It's a big Gnar. Great wallop as well as the beat drop is going to mean that all of the CC is there. House comes down on top of Faker, who managed to shift the sands and get himself out. But T1 catastrophically lose that fight.
And Faker was trying to find a hero play, but by that point, tried with a
unsealed spellbook, so he can go back to a different summon spell at some time. And finally, we will check out the fight around the hero.
And what happens here is Guma actually doesn't get the spell shield on Dread's initial knockup. So he spell shields the Cyclone damage eventually, but that's not enough, right? The knockup is the problem. Dread is already fed, so he gets so much damage down. Then Zeus is able, with a really nice hookshot, to actually pick it up here. Because, yeah, him and Faker just needs to get out of there, securing the objective, just make sure that even though it's a very unfavorable trade, it's not a trade.
When you get teleported on here towards the top side, BDD drops the beat. But it's Alcove Gaming here for Zeus. Tactical sweep comes down. There's a Hextech Ultimatum to try and buy him some space. It's a fantastic buffer of the hookshot. He's down to 50% as Snowflower's wrapping around. I thought that might have been the T1 support to come through, but it was not. It was the Nongshim support instead, as Faker takes down the outer turret bottom lane, but Nongshim, they want to take this Baron.
Absolutely. You can't allow T1 to crossplay, to cross-map here. They've already picked up the bot side turret. Might get mid here as well.
All right, well,
is in the area.
Yeah, might be a 50-50, but let's see whether Nongshim can keep Ona out of this pit. Carrier trying to be frustrating, and Snowflower's here. He's got a headbutt. Cannon, I don't know what that was, but the Assault and Battery isn't going to get him into this one. Empress Divide's massive, though, as Dread wants to be able to take down the Baron, but he just can't do it. And Nongshim, they do have some healing here from BDD, who's able to stay alive for a long time, but it's the Vi that locks down the Baron. And Nongshim, they tried to throw the Hail Mary, but she slapped him in the face.
Yeah, I think you gotta, as Nongshim, unfortunately, they...
Yeah, no, I agree.
Not enough.
Yeah. We're going to have a look at this once again as the Drake does go down. So that is Soul Point now secured for T1. Zeus just trying to buy as much time as possible here. And Nongshim, I mean, it's just a great play from them, to be honest. Everything about this kind of working out, but in the end, execution around that Baron was the biggest problem.
Well, yeah, I think the core issue is that your Baron damage outside of, especially with Crown instead of Leandries and Seraphine, like your Baron damage is actually very low. As we see, it looks silly, and I think if Kana would have flashed, maybe there would have been enough, but his Gnar was timing out. T1's read is, okay, you spend this much time killing Zeus, we can get 2 turrets and still be in time for the collapse. And they're right.
Yeah.
They actually can. And yeah, if the execution from Khan is cleaner, if he flashes there and actually catches some people, that might have been the split second that they needed. But at that point, like, you get the Baron, and it's better, but I think you still get wiped. I don't think that part is ever going to be better as Snowflower.
Well, he does have his ult, but Ghost is already dead. Faker now making his way towards the enemy in a turret, and he will go down as well. That's going to be the trade. Can is also going to die, though, as Carrier looks for the grand entrance, but will not find it. Dread just trying to slink his way out of this one, just wants no part of it, and he is going to be given that.
Damage that you have, and your skill set up to stack that passive very, very quickly as... Yeah, this is a rough one. The coordination just isn't quite there here for Nongshim. And BDD going for a flank. I appreciate the thought, but you are also Seraphine. And you're not a champion that really needs the flank to have value. Nothingness is horrifying.
It is. It absolutely is. As Faker's going to Emperor's Divide. Kanna almost dies, just walking up towards this Azir and taking a few auto attacks. Yeah. Kanna is not going to do that again, I don't think.
Well, maybe with his buddies, but not alone, no.
Yeah, he's done a lot of damage too. I think Faker might pick up a POG. As Owner has found Dread. In goes Carrier. There's a fantastic grand entrance. As Dread just can't be tricky. There's a Hextech ultimatum as well as Zeus tries to keep it up for as long as possible. And Faker is going to be able to pick up the kill here. Snowflower might be the second one on the menu. As Owner is just down. Zeus and Faker going to be able to take this turret down as well. The War of Attrition officially has now been won by T1. 15 seconds on the Baron. And we'll see whether T1 just head on over there and look to lock that one down after a reset. And potentially, and by potentially I mean and definitely, this Hextech ult that is now getting taken down.
Not a lot remains for Nongshim Red Force. The early game.
Hail Mary Baron.
Couple of great moments. What about Hail Mary Baron 2?
Yeah.
As Owner unfortunately falls prey, even the best of us sometimes have an oopsie as he uses his ultimate on the clone. And there we go! Hail Mary Baron 2!
And Faker on an amazing flank angle right here is, yeah, this is real difficult times. Carrier's going to rotate over, Zeus finds the tactical sweep onto Snowflower, and Faker gets the flash! Ghost immediately does go golden as Faker's going to do exactly the same thing, but Ghost will not survive any longer than that. Faker might go down, but he's done his job, and actually, he will not. It's a triple kill for Gumayusi. Make that one a quadra, as now Snowflower is doing his best to deny the second penta for Gumayusi this season. Owner might be able to set this one up as the blast cone is going to be there. And yep, you can see that Gumayusi's chasing after this one, but Snowflower has the Nexus on his mind. He wants to get to those turrets, and it is going to be the penta denied. The ace does come through, though, and T1 will be taking game one very comfortably.
And it was a fun ride, all things considered, Atlas. We had some resurgence from Nongshim Red Force, but you do see the difference between these two teams come in the moment that the objectives start getting called. And overall, a overpowering...
소공은 상거리다. 위에 걸었어.
앞에부터 봐줘, 앞에.
앞에 노플인 거 같아. 위에도 좀 봐줘. 위에 아지를
펜타 가겠네.
살림하네.
펜타 가겠네.
펜타 줘봐.
야, 와봐.
나 끝내러 가.
빨리 줘.
나머지는 끝내러 가자.
어딨냐? 어디 있어? 야, 와봐.
애장면 어디서 볼 거 같은데?
야, 와봐. 와봐. 매너 해봐, 매너.
야, 모빌 끊겨.
올 수 있어?
할 수 있는데.
안 끝날 것 같은데?